The responsibilities of leadership. Well, I'm beginning today a 8-episode video series about the responsibilities of leadership. And so we're going to start with episode 1. Leadership isn't authority, it's responsibility. I've spent more than 50 years mentoring business owners, CEOs, executives, and frontline leaders. During those years, I've come to a conclusion that surprised even me. Most leadership failures don't happen because people lack intelligence. They don't happen because people lack experience. And they usually don't happen because people don't care. They happen because, over time, leaders began pursuing comfort instead of responsibility. That really is a dangerous shift, because the moment comfort becomes your goal, leadership begins to disappear.
He's not just a coach, he's a leader of leaders. With over 50 years of real-world experience, he's helped business owners double their profits, build leaders from within, and reclaim their time.
A mentor, an author, and a chief reinvention officer who's guided thousands to lead with clarity, confidence, and impact. Please welcome Henry Chidgey.
We often think leadership is about gaining authority, a bigger title maybe, a larger office, more people reporting to us. And I've come to believe that's measuring absolutely the wrong thing. Here's the way I see it. The measure of a leader isn't how much authority they possess, it's how much responsibility they're willing to carry for a purpose larger than themselves. Think about that for a moment. Authority can be given, responsibility has to be accepted. If you've ever found yourself putting off a difficult conversation because you weren't quite sure how to handle it, I've created a free guide that will help. It's called Get Calm, Clear Leadership in 14 Days Without Overthinking Every Hard Conversation. You can download it free at go.henrychidgey.com. That's go.henrychidgey.com. The link is below. Now let's get back to something I believe every leader needs to hear. One of the biggest surprises in my coaching career has been this. Many struggling leaders aren't selfish. They're simply becoming comfortable. Comfort whispers. Wait another week before talking to that employee. Comfort says, maybe the problem will solve itself. Comfort says, I don't want to disappoint anyone. I don't want conflict. I don't want people upset with me. The problem is, organizations drift toward whatever leaders are willing to tolerate. Every difficult conversation we avoid, every standard we lower, every decision we postpone becomes part of the culture. And culture always follows leadership. Responsibility is stewardship. Real leadership says something entirely different. Leadership says, I care enough to tell someone the truth. Leadership says, I'll make the best decision I can with the information I have. Leadership says, I'll carry uncertainty so my team doesn't have to. And leadership says, I may be misunderstood today if it serves the organization tomorrow. These aren't interruptions to leadership. These actually are the moments that are leadership. If you're listening to this and thinking, Henry, that's exactly where I am, I'd love to help. I offer one-on-one mentoring for business owners and leaders who want to become wiser, more confident, and more effective. Let me bring me a real leadership challenge. Together, we'll uncover what's really happening, build a practical path forward, and identify the next right step for you. You'll find a link below if you'd like to learn more. The burden of leadership. One of the greatest misconceptions in business is that leadership gets easier as you move higher. It doesn't. The decisions become heavier. More families are affected. More livelihoods depend on your judgment. The uncertainty grows, the responsibility grows. That's why leadership isn't a reward, it's stewardship. Someone has to carry the weight. Someone has to make the decision. Someone has to protect the culture. Someone has to think beyond today. If you've accepted leadership, you have accepted that responsibility. So let me leave you with one question. Don't ask yourself, do I have enough authority? Ask yourself, am I willing to accept the responsibility required to serve a purpose bigger than myself? Because that's where real leadership begins. If this message challenged your thinking, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe and share it with another leader. Every week, we explore practical leadership ideas designed to help people become wiser leaders and build organizations worth following. And if you haven't already, download my free guide, Get Calm, Clear Leadership in 14 Days Without Overthinking Every Hard Conversation. You'll find it at a link below or go to go.henrychidgey.com. So in closing, I'll leave you with this thought. The privileges of leadership are earned by accepting its responsibilities. Let me say that again. The privileges of leadership are earned by accepting its responsibilities. Until next time, lead wisely, lead with integrity, and lead for a purpose bigger than yourself. Take care for now. See you on the next one.